Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless, we will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money. Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time.
That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good.
Very good. Coming in hot. Jimmy coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Oh.
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Clara, Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world. Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Way lonely, got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn
Yo, hello. Ooh, Lord, to you, and you. Welcome in, everybody. You know, we're gonna have to talk about something from the scenes. It's gonna come out, right? And this is why it's important to have your own platform as well, so you can always keep your voice, right? So then we're going to talk about Donovan Mitchell and Coco Jones. They are married. So excited for them. They are married. So excited for them. Emeril Lagasse, my man. One of the greatest chefs of all time. One of the greatest TV personalities of all time. Really a pivotal pillar in my broadcasting career, and a pivotal part of the foundation of how I, move as a broadcaster. Emeril Lagasse, his clips are going viral, so we'll talk about Emeril Lagasse. An update on the Las Vegas Sphere. As you guys know, I was about to say Wizard World Harry Potter, but the Wizard of Oz experience has been going crazy at the Sphere. So there's some new updates there that we'll talk about. InvestFest is on the way, everybody, but the Atlanta mayor has responded, to earn your leisure. So we'll talk about that. And then Joe Jackson. Apparently there's something about Joe Jackson that we'll get into. We got a lot going on this one. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 destinations for y'all. So let's get to it, because higher is waiting, low is available. But either way, we got to go on tour. Yes, indeed, we do. Let me take down that iconic intro there. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And one thing to know, and two things for sure, that over here on this channel, a lot happens early. Roll it.
It's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early.
I'm Harry Smith.
I'm Julie Chen. I'm Maggie Rodriguez.
Morning everywhere. Come on, get up.
I'm Russ Mitchell.
And I'm Dave Price.
And it's a little early for this.
Right now, this day. It's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early. Every day's good when you started it out right. But whenever you're in the daylight, and a lot happens early. Can you feel it when I say?
Good morning, everybody.
Are you girls ready for the Jonas Brothers?
We have an early show exclusive. Yes.
A lot happens early.
A lot happens early.
The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.
It's a new morning.
It's a new morning for America's family.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is a new morning. Julie Chen Moonves and to Russ Mitchell, Dave Price, Harry Smith, and Maggie Rodriguez. You are absolutely right on this channel right here. A lot Happens early. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully all is well with y'all. Y'all, let's get to this first bonus destination. And trigger warning for everybody, because this is a very pivotal destination. Okay, so this just came out 43 minutes ago. Let me just show you here. Okay, here we go. Child, 47 minutes ago now. Shout out to Neighborhood Talk. Neighbors, this is crazy. TV personality Sydney Starr, known for her bold antics online, right? My God, this is just crazy. Known for her bold antics on shows, rather, and online, child, as well. I mean, for real, I'm not lying about that either. I just read it wrong. Is in legal trouble for a disturbing alleged crime. Based on records, okay, Sydney was charged in Georgia on charges of sexual battery of a child under 16, child molestation, and sodomy. Now, the exact details surrounding this arrest haven't been made public yet, but she's being held in the Happerville Police Department, booked on August 2nd, yesterday. Sydney is mostly known for past controversy where she started a rumor about her and Chingy, social media drama, and appearing on Love and Hip Hop New York and Baddies. So, for those of you who don't know, Sydney Starr said that her and Chingy slept together this, that, and the third. And back in the day, you know, being a trans person was not cool at all, and being gay was not cool. Being lesbian wasn't cool. I mean, y'all remember Ellen and her whole sitcom controversy. And so because of that, Chingy lost his career, which is sad, because Chingy, I've always loved Chingy, you know what I mean? And so you can't make up rumors on people. Like I said, this just literally came out 47 minutes ago, so breaking news. My shout out to Conscious TV because he was the first one on it. And when I saw it, I was just like, wait a minute, what the hell? This is how we're starting off on a Monday? But okay, so now that you're informed of that, let's get to the destinations, okay, of our show. Okay, my God, today. 47 disagrees 100% with U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro on reflecting pool damage rights. Vandals! Not a vandal talking about another vandal like Ticket TV is saying everybody's stupid, but also he is stupid as well. For those of you who don't know, Ticket TV has been making checks to his ass can't cash, saying which content creators are going to get sued, which content creators are going to lose their channel, this, that, and third, without any factual paperwork to show for it. He changed his mind from, you know, we don't need to accuse these boys of being the suspects, right, to now being upset that Officer Tatum, race-baiting Tatum, you know, withheld video of other people that, you know, they were not part of it because they didn't deserve to be doxxed. And then he said, everybody on Horn Island is a witness. So the motherfucking flip-flopper that he is, just like the president is. So 47th right Ticket TV, but that's neither here nor there. Update with 47's statement. President 47 is sticking with his go-to explanation of vandalism for the P lining of the reflection pool. My God, that U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro has concluded was a result of a no bid contractor's botched installation. On Truth Social today, 47 writes, I disagree 100% with Jeanine Pirro, U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia, on the reflecting pool. I don't know what she was thinking. To me, it was a pure case of vandalism that included the grass, which had a big 8647 emblazoned in giant letters on it, and other elements surrounding the area. There may have been some contractor difficulty, but the major damage was caused by vandals. President 47. 47 in the post is conflating the reflecting pool damage with an apparent marking of the number 8647 on the nearby National Mall last month. No evidence has been presented that the two situations were connected. 47 maintains that the number is a deletion threat. Sir, Sir. You have been, I can put this, there's been 4 times that people have tried to hit you, sir, because of your behavior, right? So I sincerely do not get how he can be out here like Ticket TV is talking about everybody else, this, that, and third, saying who's stupid, who ain't, who broke, who ain't, but yet Ticket TV got 10 YouTube channels. So who really broke, son? But anyway, it's just crazy to me. Like, he or she who has not seen cast the first stop, right? You can't talk all this shit and not expect for anybody to talk shit back to you, right? Come on, now. That just don't make any sense to me. But moving on, here is the quote here, and that is the picture there, and that's not even the same thing. So previously contradicting claims made repeatedly by President 47, just like contradicting claims made repeatedly by Ticket TV. U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro now says she will seek to dismiss a felony charge against former Olympic canoeist David Hearn, who has been accused of ripping a small square piece of the new blue lining from the removed Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool. In a motion filed Friday evening, federal prosecutors conceded that damage to the pool was a result of a botched installation, not vandalism. In the build-up to the 47 renovated pool's intended 4th of July unveiling, the new blue line began peeling as the water turned green with algae bloom. Yeah, I know. We gotta take the victories where we can. Now, I don't mean that we want the pool to go bad, but it's just like everything he touches turns to shit. Just like Ticket TV says shit out of his mouth all the time. That, by the way, is authenticated, bro, not authenticated. You can't even pronounce words right, bro, but yet you calling people stupid. I can't do it. Okay, moving on. The very problem the 47 Aura restoration project was to have fixed. Just last month, following Hearn's indictment on July 2nd, Pirro said that prosecutors had tremendous evidence of Hearn's guilt, and that he faced up to 10 years in prison. Hearn has consistently denied the accusations. So ain't it funny how things just turn around? That's why, like, the president lost because he made a check that his ass can't cash and should really just shut the fuck up. Like Ticket TV should shut the fuck up. Both of them wastes of life that both of them should have been swallowed by their mothers. They will clickbait and do anything for attention because they're not being loved in real life. Just saying. Hearn has consistently denied the accusation. The cost of 47's pool renovation has ballooned to more than $14 million. Yesterday, federal prosecutors blamed the contractors hired by the Interior Department on no bid contract for the mess, saying that the renovation itself has caused widespread damage to the lining. Pirro now accuses the Interior Department of misleading prosecutors on key facts, including that the department withheld evidence that the line had begun to peel within 2 days of the project's completion. Pirro said the department has insisted that nearly all of the damage had been the work of vandals. Pirro's new stance on the matter marks a significant break from a usual lockstep side of 47. The former Fox News, slip of the tongue, y'all, slip of the tongue. Fox News on-air personality said in her motion last night that contractor Atlantic Industrial Coatings rushed to complete the renovation project prior to events associated with the America 250 celebration. 47 repeatedly said the newly blue pool will be available for the 4th of July celebration. So I'm sure that what happened was, Mr. President, we cannot rush this. If we do this, the pool's going to go bad. He said, I don't care, do it anyway. And then he's being a professional victim, like Ticket TV is being a professional victim of saying that he's getting hate from the black community. No, you're not getting hate from the black community because people want to hate you. They're hating you because you're doing too much and you don't know everything and you're downing people and you're being mean, you're degrading people. But you can't say authenticated correctly. Okay. Given all this newly discovered information, Pirro writes, it is difficult to attribute the widespread damage to the reflecting pool to vandalism of the 7 people that have been arrested on vandalism charges in connection to the pool. Only Hearn was charged with felony destruction of property. A trial was supposed to have started September 28th. On Friday, lawyers Hearn said in a statement that the dismissal of the charges does not erase the abuse of government power and arresting and charging a patriotic American who did nothing wrong. The government's approach was ready and fired. The administration owes Mr. Hearn an apology. It does, but they're not going to do it. Because that means 47 will have to admit, like Ticket TV will have to admit that he is a loser. Okay, moving on. Child, this next destination is, it makes you just sad, right? That you think journalism matters. I've been on the earth for 31 years, about to be 32 years on Monday. Praise be unto God for that. This just, y'all see the title. From Variety.com, CBS News correspondent Trevor Phillips says editor-in-chief Barry Weiss will either change the world or crash and burn. You see that correctly there. Will either change the world or crash and burn. Will either change the world or crash and burn. Okay? Recently appointed CBS News correspondent Trevor Phillips has been given a typically forthright assessment of his new boss, Barry Weiss. Barry and her team have a huge tanker of a network, news network or organization to turn around, and they are assembling a little team on the bridge, he told the Daily Telegraph. The great thing about her, she is one of those people who will either change the world or crash and burn. But when they crash and burn, it's a Technicolor. What? Why would you say in Technicolor when things crash and burn? Like, I don't get that. Like, are you celebrating that this organization is going to be like in smithereens? Like, I don't get it. Phillips, who has been a correspondent for UK's Sky News since 2021, was handpicked by CBS News editor-in-chief Weiss to join the Paramount-owned network as senior global affairs correspondent. Oh, she picked a black person. Wow. But isn't David Ellison, Larry Ellison, who are connected to the president, aren't all 3 of them racist? I'm just asking a question, ladies and gentlemen. He will also join 60 Minutes, a veteran writer and broadcaster, as well as a former politician. Phillips was previously chair of the United Kingdom's Equality and Human Rights Commission, and in 2022 was knighted for his services to equality and human rights. He is set to move across the pond this summer to take up the new role at CBS. You know I'm 72. It's a great venture, he said. Weiss's offer, who turns down adventures if someone is willing to take a chance on you. The only adventures that this guy's going to be doing is going around the United States of America and doing live shots talking about what's happening overseas. Like, stop. Like, they could even get a passport for Tony DeCopel when he was in, I think, Taiwan, or something like that. Oh my God, this is too much, y'all. It's too much. Shout out to Etna Mode and Guest. To mark the move, Phillips gave a wide-ranging interview to the Telegraph in which he gamely discussed some of the controversy that had swirled since Weiss was appointed to her role last year. In the U.S., the controversy has been framed as CBS is becoming anti-woke, but that's not what Barry's about. Phillips says she has her own views. The Free Press is a right-wing news organization. I say news organization in quotes. Some of which I am sympathetic to, some of which I'm not. But her point is, it should be the heterodox. There should be a variety of voices. A variety of voices. They had to hire an ombudsman and got rid of their DEI initiative. So, like I said, I'm surprised Nate Burruss and Gayle King still have jobs there. I'm just saying. Let's keep let's keep it going, rather. He wouldn't comment on rumors that report Holly Williams, who works in CBS News London Bureau, have been taken off an interview with right-wing politician Nigel Farage in favor of Phillips, but said what's interesting in politics now is this current thought represented by Farage, Gianna Mayani, and Marine Le Pen, which essentially says the way we have done unconventional politics is a bust in a new world. We need to do things differently. We're trying to keep fit into the old right-left duopoly. And I don't think that's quite right. The interviews I'm interested in will include that group of leaders. I'm not the smoothest presenter on television nor reader of the auto cue, but I guess they think I manage the chaos of live guests well. Phillips at broadcast journalism has to some extent become the creature of entertainment. We need to return to the business of reporting. To put it in its crassest terms, the story needs to come before the reporter. Too many people who do what I do put themselves between the viewer and the story, and that's not our job. The only intelligent thing that he said, okay? Moving on. It's the fact of either change the world or crash and burn. I cannot. Now, speaking of crashing and burning, oh my God, let's talk about this Kandi Burruss and Tamar Braxton thing. I saw it over the weekend, and I'm just like, okay. Shout out to RollingOut.com, celebrating 25 years, on to the next 25 years. Kandi Burruss unloads on Tamar Braxton what she said. Kandi says their Essence Fest run was anything but friendly, and Tamar tells a different story, okay? Kandi Burruss made it clear on her podcast, speak on it. Sorry, it's, that intro. It's your girl Kandi. I'm about to speak on it. Like it's no. That she does not like Tamar Braxton and considers her insincere. Now here's the thing, right? This has been going on for quite a while, and when Celebrity Big Brother happened, Kandi and Tamar both said that, hey, they talked about it in the house because they had no other choice. They were locked in the house together for what? I think it was 30 days instead of 3 months because it was a shorter season. I think it was during the Winter Olympics. And they said they handled all their issues, right? So everybody was like, yay, good stuff. Like good for Black people getting along. And then it just kept going after that. So, hey, two people, one person. Now, welcome and glad to have you here. She says she intentionally avoided shaking Tamar's hand during an encounter at Essence Fest Black Women in Music ceremony last month. Explaining she isn't willing to act cordial with someone who regularly speaks negatively about her. What happened between them at the Essence Fest event? According to Kandi, Tamar's appearance during the ceremony came as a surprise, since Tamar wasn't among those being honored that night. Kandi has pushed back on suggestions that she deliberately left Tamar out of a related social media post, saying she only included photos of the women who are actually being recognized. Video of the moment showing Kandi appearing visibly unenthused circulated widely online afterward. Did something else happen after the Essence Fest? Yes. Kandi says a separate encounter took place at Atlanta event about a week after the festival. Now, I did watch the episode because, context, conjecture, and connection is everything. Apparently, Kandi Burruss, now I wasn't there, so this is what Kandi's saying. So Kandi Burruss went to this party of this person that she actually respects, which I'm like, oh my God, here we go. Actually respects, okay. And she walked in with a bag full of money. It was like a stripper club, birthday party, I guess. And Tamar has a man, allegedly. Don't know that for sure. But Tamar has a man. And, Tamar, as she was walking past Kandi, said, bitch, trying to talk to her and stuff. And then as Kandi Burruss was sitting down, Tamar's man sat down next to her. So that was a whole situation. Where she alleges Tamar walked past her and made a disparaging remark without being provoked. Kandi said she responded by ignoring Tamar for the rest of the night rather than escalating things further. Why does Kandi think Tamar keeps bringing her up? Burruss suggests that Tamar's public relevance largely depends on conflicts with other people, implying Tamar draws attention by talking about her rather than through her own projects. Kandi, knowing that she has tried to move past her history before without success, and now she's focused on her own success rather than continuing the back and forth. How has Tamar responded to all this? Tamar addressed the situation on the Morning Hustle show. You mean the same morning show that L'Oreal girl got her ass whooped by Stacey Abrams? The same morning show where she got big mad that everybody called her Nana Boo Boo, Michael B. Jordan bigger than your existence. Child. Like, just you could have won the Breakfast Club and said this. The Breakfast Club is bigger than the Morning Hustle show. No disrespect to Kyle Santillian. He's actually a radio legend. No disrespect to the other brother. But L'Oreal, no. And the only reason why she went there is because of L'Oreal. Besides that, Tamar Braxton would not have won on that morning show. Moving on. Saying she holds no ill will towards Kandi and does not regret congratulating her at the event. She says she values peace in her life and does not want ongoing conflict, though she has also said she is willing to confront negativity directed at her. Tamar is characterized much of their online reaction to their encounter as exaggerated by social media commentary. Is the feud between them actually over? That remains unclear. Tamar maintains she has moved on, isn't interested in continuing any conflict. While Kandi's recent comments suggest she still feels that there's unresolved tension between them, particularly regarding the alleged remark made at the Atlanta event. The two have a history of public friction dating back to their early years as R&B artists, and neither side's account fully lines up with the other's version of events. What happens next? Both women continue to address the situation separately through their own platforms, with Burruss hinting that she may have more to share and Braxton continue to promote her projects. Whether the dispute sells or continues to play out publicly remains to be seen. This is sad to me because Kandi Burruss is a legend, right? She got the first lifetime, housewife award at BravoCon. Although I feel like Nene Leakes also deserves that award as well. Let's be real about it, because she made the Housewives franchise famous. So, just saying. But Kandi was already famous, right? And then Tamar, right? We all remember when she said Jesus paved the way for me and not Toni Braxton. Tamar has a powerhouse voice. In the words of Ayala Van Zant, your behavior diminishes your message. Your behavior diminishes your message. Your behavior diminishes your message. And even K. Michelle said, when you are known more for your drama than your gift. So, I'm pulling for both of them, but Tamar's got to be still. Like, come on. You don't just unprovokingly call somebody a bitch. Now, I know what y'all are going to say. Braylon, you've been talking about Ticket TV here for a minute. No. Go back to that live stream where I show you his live chat pushing back against him. Okay? And then go to that live that I showed you about Officer Tatum and how I showed you Ticket TV showcase his whole ass. I don't just go after people, I do it because if you're saying something that's factually wrong, I call it out. Just like Lady Rose said, black men made black women feel uncomfortable at the Essence Festival of Culture. Like I said, maybe she should go to a lesbian convention, and maybe her husband did something wrong. The life sentence is being married to her. We don't know. And Mel Mitchell said, if you're a man, don't speak about Essence and shut up. Meanwhile, 4 black men made Essence and the festival that her mother go to. So I go off on people over facts. And I always say, if what I'm saying ain't true, don't respond to me. But if you do respond to me, it must be true to some damn degree, a fifth, quarter, or a half of it. I really do be minding my business. To the point where Wente Talks has this to say about me.
Child, Redman over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about, besides lying all the damn time. Child, Redman over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about, besides lying all the damn time. Child, Redman over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about, besides lying all the damn time.
That's exactly what I've been doing. So let's keep going, y'all. Some good news here. Shout out to rollout.com, celebrating 25 years once again. Donovan Mitchell, Donovan Mitchell's web video is going viral. Here's why. A rarely public couple just gave fans an unexpected look at one of their biggest moments yet. And look at them! Look at them! They so cute! They so cute! They so cute! Oh, they're gonna have an amazing daughter that can sing and a son that can play basketball. But honestly, those two are so gifted. Their kids are gonna be gifted. Listen. I'm standing for them, okay? Donovan Mitchell and Coco Jones danced to music soul child song Love for music song child Love for their first dance, rather. As a married couple, the footage of the moment has spread quickly across social media since surfacing this weekend. The clip marks one of the only public glimpses that fans got into the Cleveland Cavaliers star wed to the Grammy-winning singer and actress, rather. How did fans find out about the wedding? Neither Mitchell nor Jones have confirmed the marriage themselves, staying consistent with how private the couple has kept their relationship overall. Instead, footage began circulating after being shared online. For clip attributed to a video photographer spreading across social platforms, prompting fans to celebrate the milestone before either partner has had to worry about publicly. How long has Mitchell and Jones been a couple? The relationship dates back to 2023 with the two met at a networking event where creators that did allow phones, a detail Jones has said helped them connect without the usual pressures of public attention. They went public with their engagement in July 2025, a moment that followed a demanding stretch for both of them, including Mitchell's NBA season and Jones' sold-out tour. So here is the clip here.
Ever since that first moment, I spoke your name. From then on.
Look at them! Oh, I love love, man. And look at that room, man. Just people happy to be happy. Oh my God, my heart swells with so much joy for this, man. And I know that sometimes when you go to win, they don't want any phones, right? But in the same token, I'm glad that clip came out because it goes to show that Black love is still real out here. You know what I mean? That was beautiful. Why have they kept the relationship so private? Jones has spoken before about wanting to protect parts of her personal life from public scrutiny, even while acknowledging that Mitchell has never been a secret in her life. She framed the privacy as a way of preserving of what feels authentic to her, distinguishing it from the parts of her career built around public attention. That approach appears to have carried through to the wedding itself, with the couple opting for a quiet ceremony rather than a public announcement. What Coco Jones has said about marrying Mitchell, Jones has previously described the relationship as something far more significant than any professional milestone in her career, comparing the emotional weight of commitment to Mitchell against everything else she has built professionally. She has also credited their shared drive and demand careers with helping her feel understood in a way that she had experienced before, describing Mitchell as a steady support presence in her life. How fans are reacting, the reaction online has been overwhelmingly celebratory, with fans using playful nicknames tied to Mitchell's Spider-Man persona and sharing congratulatory messages across platforms. The wedding news arrives at a high point in Mitchell's career after he signed a $273 million contract extension with the Cavaliers this summer, locking him into the franchise through 2031. Congratulations on that $273 million. Well done to you, good sir. What comes next for the couple? Mitchell is expected to lead Cleveland's championship push over the next several seasons following his extension, while Jones continues to build her music career with ongoing touring and recording commitments. Both have spoken about the grounding influence they provide each other amid busy schedules, suggesting the next chapter for the newlyweds will unfold largely out public eye, much like the rest of their relationship. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. I think the fact that Coco Jones and Devon Mitchell, they want that marriage to be so good that's, listen, it's us against the world. Let's only be about the sounds we want to hear and be focused. More celebrities need to do that, because some of y'all are doing too damn much out here. And some of y'all think you somebody important like Ticket TV when really you ain't shit. Good damn. All right, y'all. So let's talk about Emeril Lagasse. My man, Emeril Lagasse. Here we go. Here we go. From RollingStone.com. Bam! Emeril Lagasse knows why his whole cooking show is going viral. It's what people want. The one-time king of daytime TV cooking discusses what made Emeril life so special, why it's trending now. Plus his rock and roll past, reconciled with Anthony Bourdain, and more. There he is, right there. The sounds returned unexpectedly last week. Sharp staccato burst by a bygone era of culinary entertainment, interrupting the quick cutting shuffle vertical veils that chronicle the creation of the next viral garlicky, citrusy, beany, arbory, brothy, whatever. Let's kick it up a notch. 48 cloves of garlic. Actually, we're gonna add 2 beers and allows of all. Bam! Emeril Lagasse, the chef, restaurateur, and one-time king of daytime cooking, which, by the way, okay, Emeril Lagasse, chef, had daytime talk show before Rachel Ray. You're not going to fight me on that, just like Ticket TV is not going to fight me on the fact that he is a fucking hypocrite. He has the black imagination to tell other people how to think when he believes his word should be gospel. Said no one ever. Like all the most delightful internet phenomenons, this one appears to have been launched by a random poster who simply opined, I'm watching old Emeril Lagasse episodes and holy shit, I'm devastated I missed out on being in that studio audience. An accompanying clip of Lagasse grating a potato racked up more than 3 million views and over 50,000 likes on Twitter, because it wasn't just a video of Lagasse grating a potato, it was Lagasse grating a potato while expounding on the importance of starch, proclaiming in his thick Fall River, Massachusetts accent, you want the starch. You know, they're always saying, hey, no, we don't want the starch. You want the starch. The audience begins to hoot and holler in agreement. Give me the starch. Prompted Lagasse to throw up his hands. Well, let's take a vote. Do we want the starch? The crowd goes wild, so here we go.
We're going to start making a little potato cake. Watch this. You take some fresh potato like this. You want the starch. You know, they're always saying, hey, no, we don't want the starch. You want the starch. That's right. Well, let's take a vote. Do we want the starch? All right.
What's up, white guys? Give me that starch, motherfucker. Give it now. Give it now. Oh, my God. That was hilarious, bro. Oh, my God. You know what? Let's watch it 2 more times, man. That was hilarious.
We're going to start making a little potato cake. Watch this. You take some fresh potato like this. You want the starch. You know, they're always saying, hey, no, we don't want the starch. You want the starch. That's right. Well, let's take a vote. Do we want the starch? All right.
Oh, one more time. Oh, my God. This is so good.
We're going to start making a little potato cake. Watch this. You take some fresh potato like this. You want the starch.
Oh, he was part of the,
you know, they're always saying, hey, no, we don't want the starch.
Okay.
You want the starch. That's right. Well, let's take a vote. Do we want the starch? All right.
More clips began to circulate and folks started digging through the robust archive on Lagasse's YouTube. The chef even threw up a reaction to the video in which he cheekily watched a montage of himself set to Abba's The Winner Takes All in the deadpan. That's some good shit. Wait a minute. What? Hang on, wait. Let's see here. Where is the... Where's the compilation? Where's the compilation at? Okay. Because I want to see this. Oh my God. EM. Because I want to see this. Damn it. Is it on his YouTube channel? Oh, you know what? Hang on. Let me go to his Instagram. Because maybe that might be it. Instagram. Let's see. I would love to meet him in person one day. That would just be a dream come true. It really would be. Oh, here it is. It was on Instagram. Okay, here we go, y'all. Here we go. Here we go.
No more race to play. Winner takes it all.
Oh, Emeril being a scientist on the ground.
The loser standing small. Beside
he was a vampire too. Oh, he was game for anything. That's the thing that people loved about him the most. He was so game for anything.
that's destiny.
I think this comment summed it up the most. Being 12 years old and watching your show brought so much happiness. I even printed some recipes from Food Network because you were my TV uncle. To this day, Emeril is still my uncle. That's exactly how I feel. Oh, that was so sweet. Let's read some more comments here. Aww. I attribute my love of cooking to watching Emeril as a kid in the 90s. 15 years later, I can't cook without saying BAM every time I season. I didn't get to spend much time with my dad, but I do remember two things on TV with him, Emeril and Shark Week. Those memories will be forever with me. Bro had so much riz that he got actual scripted sitcom. Emeril, you inspired me to be a cook. Now I'm a sous chef at a Michelin star restaurant. Come through. But it all started with me being 5 years old, yelling at the TV, yelling BAM at the TV. You're a real legend. Oh my God, just I remember being a kid and watching everyone go insane for his cooking show. Literally, my group chats are flooded with Emeril Live content. Love to watch. Great memories of watching your show with my dad. Learn the joy, excitement of cooking. The world needs another studio audience show at Emeril. Let me tell you something. When I get into Hollywood, we're bringing back Emeril Live. I don't give a damn Uncle Ish about it. We're bringing Emeril Live back. Hey, my friend, long time no see. I hope all is well. Good to see you. A lot been going on in the world, but it's good to see you. I love you, value, and embrace you all. CC is a virtual tour traveler for sure. We actually virtually met because it was a destination that I covered. And there was one thing I got wrong, not on purpose though, because as y'all know, I'm responsible for what I say. Okay, unlike other people like Ticket TV, but that's neither here nor there. But and other people, like people who get notices that they don't know how to create original content on YouTube. That's neither here nor there either. But with that said, she informed me, hey, you don't have everything. I was responsible, and we have been family ever since. So love you, love you, love you. Cece's been here for some very big moments. I think one of the biggest moments was the Netflix news, the Netflix Bro news, and I broke down everything the morning of. Okay, go back and watch that live after this one though. But no, like I said, it's so good to see you. Love you, value, appreciate you so much. You're good people as always. And love you, of course. Like I said, when I get in Hollywood, we're bringing back Emeril Live. Okay, I'm gonna be the announcer. All right. Because let me tell you something. I don't talk about Good Morning America. I don't talk about Slime Time Live, but Emeril Lagasse, he made cooking fun. He made it fun. He's adventurous, but also he just don't give a fuck. And he's about utilizing discovery as a tool. And so it would be a privilege under the Brainly Virtual Tour brand to bring back, Emeril Live. Like, even with all the shows that I want to do on television, I will gladly make the time, energy, and the commitment to be the announcer on Emeril Live to come back. Absolutely. Y'all, let's move on before I get too emotional, child. Chan was Rolling Stone on Monday. Like I say, seemed both amused and excited by the resurgence, but he was also with the confidence of a man who made more than 1,600 episodes of a hit TV show unsurprised. I think it's pretty cool. I think that it's certainly what people want. He says, when I sat with Emeril Live, I just wanted to teach people how to cook. There's a generation that watched that show and really learned, yet enjoyed the entertainment factor. And I think that went away for a while. Other cooking competition shows and food shows came in, but I don't think there was anything that was quite like Emeril Live, where there was music, there was food, there was the artists. I really fed off the artists, the band. I just had fun and did my thing, and you did it well, good sir. Lagasse has a point. There was a gluttonous amount of food content out there waiting to be devoured, but none of it is like Emeril Live. And honestly, tell you the truth, you know how Chef Gordon Ramsay is like up there? Like, this was our Chef Gordon Ramsay before Chef Gordon Ramsay. Like, just say, I'm sure that Chef Gordon Ramsay knows who Emeril Lagasse is. Okay, listen. Wolfgang Puck and Emeril Lagasse, I think they collaborated several times too. But yes. And honestly, I know I said I would do Jilly Jill and Bray Bray's Grown and Chillin' Night. But honestly, Bray Bray's and MM's, guys' night. Oh my God. Can you imagine like Emeril doing the cooking, me doing the eating and all that, like me and Emeril doing a show together, just like how Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart does their potluck show. Oh my God, the funnest time. I'm with Emeril Lagasse, motherfuckers. Do you see this shit? Bam. You'll find all kinds of cooking videos on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube from professionals and amateurs alike, many of whom offer the engaging personalities and great recipes we crave, but for better or worse, they create for the phone, and the phone is not going to compel you to grab that comedically oversized pepper grinder and kick it up a notch. I swore I was done posting, but this is just too good. The man could not miss. And I hope that this person, Nacho, every day gets to meet Emeril, because listen, I think if people are showing you love, embracing you, and showing the care about you, I think, even if it's just a video call, like, wait, Emeril's on my phone! Bam! What the fuck? I think that would be cool. Let's continue on.
You know what? I'm picking it up another notch.
Yeah, baby! Yes, indeed! Look at that right there! Amen. Okay, just two more times, y'all. Just two more.
You know what?
This is
I'm kicking it up another notch.
This is like my childhood coming back so many times, baby. Oh my God. One more time.
You know what? I'm kicking it up another notch.
Now, right there, you're probably wondering, what is that? That right there in that bottom corner is a feedback monitor. So if you ever get a tour of a news station, right, you will see that with a teleprompter. I think some studios still have camera operators, and shout out to those stations that do, because that is a whole job and an actual floor director. Now, there's some studios that they have robotic cameras, but you have the teleprompter here. So it's a camera, but inside that camera is a teleprompter. At the bottom is a feedback monitor, right? So it's a closed circuit, connection, right, for the anchors to see themselves in real time, and that feed is what goes out in real time. And then, of course, the cameras keep rolling during commercial break and everything else. So, but just wanted to show that right there. Oh, man. Speaking from his longtime home of New Orleans, Louisiana, led by Tar Roulette, that the good times roll, baby. Legacy reminisced on what made Emeril Live so unique during its heyday from 1997 to 2010 and why it still resonates today. He also discussed his evolution as a performer, his little-known history as a drummer who gigged with Aerosmith, his one-sided feud with Anthony Bourdain, and how he and his son EJ, short for Emeril John, Elton John and Emeril John, listen, the cooking and singing tour, listen. Okay, can you imagine that, though? Like, EJ and Emeril making a full course meal, and then Elton John is performing as you're eating your dinner. Oh my God. Listen, if y'all do that cooking and singing tour, I need my cut. Thank you very much. Have turned Legacy New Orleans flagship Emerils into a 2-star Michelin restaurant. How would you describe the appeal of Emeril Live and what separated from other cooking shows on TV? At the time, there was no cooking show that had a live audience. That included Rachel Ray, by the way. So just want to say that, Okay, all right, moving on. There was no cooking show at that time that had a band. And I think people got that. I was just ready. My goal was to really have fun and teach people how to cook or how to shop or about wine and spirits. The guests that I also had a connection to food. So it wasn't like a movie star coming on and talking about their latest movie. We never went there. We always had either a musical guest or a culinary guest that believed in the show, believed in the subject, which was teaching people how to cook. How did you develop as a performer? Did you always have that quality in you, or was it something that you learned? Well, I don't think a lot of people know that I turned down full scholarship for music to go to cooking school. So I was a kind of young performer. I was kind of a performer in young life. Oh, wow. I did not know that. Wow. What did you play? I was a percussionist. I played in various bands from rock and roll to symphony to jazz. Oh, you know what? That makes sense how he had Doc Rivers in the Emeril Live band. Oh, my God. Okay. Make a loop-de-loop and pull, and your shoes are looking cool. Understood. So I was always sort of on stage, maybe not quite as big, but certainly on stage playing in bands. I played in a group called New England in the very, very beginning days of Aerosmith when they were playing in St. Parts. We were the backup band for them. Then there was the St. Anthony's Band, which was maybe a 40, 50-person Portuguese marching band. So we would play in these weekend festivals in New England, and that was a big part of my life, and that was a lot of fun playing in that sort of orchestra-type setting. Do you ever still play? I play occasionally. I don't have a sub. I have a couple of timbales that are exposed that I bang on every now and then, but I don't have a full sub and play like I used to. I was going to ask about your relationship with your band leader, Doc Gibbs. It all makes so much sense now because I've seen some clips where you just start banging on a few things and then all of a sudden you two are jamming together. Doc was an amazing guy. He was not only an amazing musician, but he just knew the spirit of the show. He knew the spirit of me. He knew that I could be spontaneous. You never know when I was going to start messing with Doc Gibbs. Sometimes we'll just play a couple of riffs, but sometimes it will be a full-on song that the band was going in. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of guest musicians from Sammy Hagar to Willie Nelson to Billy Joel. They had to have connection with food, though. Like Sammy's a really good cook. Billy loves Italian food, loves to eat. Willie's a country boy and loves country food. So there had to be a connection. So here is an impromptu tuna beat.
Why waste this tuna right here, right? I mean, why waste? Well, it's really cool right now, okay? It's perfectly cool. So now what we're going to do is we're going to mix that together. And then as it just sort of all gets...
Hey! Listen.
So that was a little tuna dance by Doc.
Can you
Gibbs.
imagine like Cardi B on Emeril Live? She would have been twerking up a storm. Listen, I would have loved to see it. Cardi B a 5-1. We ain't gonna sit up here and not say that, okay?
I mean, why waste?
Oh my God.
Well, it's really cool right now, okay? It's perfectly cool. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix that together. And then as it just sort of all gets all right. So that was a little tuna dance by Doc Gibbs.
One more time, y'all.
Why waste this tuna right here, right? I mean, why
I
waste
love what we do over here. I really do.
Well, it's really cool right now, okay? It's perfectly cool. So now what we're going to do is we're going to mix that together. And then as it just sort of all gets
Get it.
all right. So that was a little tuna dance by Doc Gibbs.
What do you remember about your first experiences on camera? Were you a natural? No, I was terrible. When I first started, I did a couple of shows. One was called How to Boil Water. One was called Emeril and Friends. I got fired from both of them because I was terrible on camera. I was a typical chef. My head was down. People were looking at the back of my head instead of my face. And then I started doing Essence of Emeril. I realized that there had to be this connection with the camera. If I could connect with the camera, then I knew I was connecting with people at home. And that was the whole turning point. Once I figured that out, it became very much easier. Did Essence of Emeril also have a live audience? No, it was basically 4 camera people, a stage manager, and people in the control tower or the control room, and the culinary crew. 4 or 5 people would be in and out the studio from the kitchen because, you know, we really cooked. It was funny when people asked me where BAM came from. I was shooting 8 shows a day. Yeah, that's how. So if you're wondering how there's so many episodes in a season, for example, let's just say I wanted to do, you know, an interview show, right? I could tape 20 episodes in 1 week. 5 on Monday, 5 on Tuesday, 5 on Wednesday, 5 on Thursday. That's 20 episodes in a season. Steve Harvey, he tapes 185 episodes to 200 episodes of Family Feud in 6 weeks. So that's 5 to 6 shows a day. Okay, so 8 shows a day. Yeah, that is typical. Because of my restaurant schedule and being a food show, the crew, and particularly the camera people, stage manager, they wanted to eat the food I was cooking. So all the food would go on a table. We'd do 4 to 5 shows, break, and then they would attack the food. And then when they come back, they were in a food coma. So BAM! Came from waking them up. It's like, hey, people, we're still working here. I'd be looking at a cameraman, he'd be on the jib, and you could see his eyes were rolling. You could see he was ready to fall asleep. Just BAM! Oh, okay. I'm up. I'm up, Emeril. I'm up, brother. I'm up. As you found your footing in front of the camera, especially as Emeril Live hit its stride, did you ever feel like you were playing as Emeril character? No, it was pretty much myself. I wake up and figure out how I was going to do it better than yesterday. I just go and do my thing. We got to a point where we were shooting 2 Emeril Live shows a day. It was a big production, a big crew, particularly managing the audience and what goes with that. Boy, I tell you, it was a lot of fun. I absolutely had a blast doing it. The arts participation element seemed like it was a huge part of that. Was it something you wanted to incorporate from the start? Yes, I didn't choose the arts. I didn't play anybody in row 1 or 2 or the back. It became very popular, so it was pretty easy. I mean, people waited a long time for tickets, so it wasn't like we had a hard time getting an audience. People really wanted to be there and be a part of it, and it wasn't rehearsed. If I would say, I'm going to add a beer, then all of a sudden they're getting crazy out there. You know what? I'm going to add 20 cloves of garlic. Oh, my childhood. Oh, my God. This was a great way to start off a Monday. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It was like the roof came off. Some clips appear to be from special episodes of the audience is made entirely up of men. Were those specific episodes you did? If so, were you hoping to achieve or showcase something with them? I think that's just the clips being shared. It wasn't planned that all the shows were men, because even though there was a great connection with the firemen, policemen, etc., there was also a side where there were a lot of women. I think it's basically those clips. I don't know who picked them. Whoever they did, they sort of went for more of the manly episodes. And I think that's true. You know what I mean? Like, for example, if it was football season, of course he would do an NFL thing, right? But, you know, women love to cook as well. They do. You know, there was this movie that I watched on Tubi called Julia and Julia. It was great. Meryl Streep, the legendary Meryl Streep, Julia Child, you know, trying to learn how to cook as there is a blogger. This was based on a real story, actually, as well, that she was doing a new recipe every day and her blog just started growing. So, yeah. Hey, one person, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Do you think your show helped change the way some men related to cooking? In those days, I felt like guys were probably the weakest part of the cooking side of things. Like they just didn't get, or maybe they didn't just want to get, or maybe they wanted to watch their spouse do all the cooking. So then all of the sudden it became a huge interest with guys that wanted to learn how to cook. So there was this big segment of the arms. Then there were the teenagers. That was the next group, those 12, 14, 16-year-olds that wanted to learn how to cook. And it's funny because all this time later, I run into people and they'll come up to me and say, not only did I watch the show with my grandmother, but you taught me how to cook. I get that at least, honestly, 25 times a week at least. And how amazing is that? That show that you did from 1997 all the way up to 2010, that you get that compliment 25 times a week. Just, oh my God, just, all I can say is this. Incredible. Bam! Credible at that. Okay, listen. I'm sorry. What you want me to do? You saw the thumbnail. You know my voice is dim. You know why you're here. Even today, besides being very serious in our restaurants, and particularly the flagship, I'm still trying to teach people how to cook. Even my foundation, the Emeril Foundation, the inspiration is mentoring young people. But the bottom line is that I'm still trying to teach people how to cook. Emeril Live had a hugely successful run, but you did receive a lot of criticism too with the TV celebrity chef thrown around as an insult. And if we look at today's society, how many TV chefs there are, TV celebrity chefs there are, rather. I mean, come on, no, not too much on my man Emeril. Were there moments where you doubted yourself, or was it tough to grapple with criticism? I just kept my head down, kept pushing to do what I love to do, which was just connecting with people. And my connection is through food. I guess that's life. In life, there's always criticism. There's criticism in my day-to-day life as a chef or restaurateur. Some people love it. Some people don't. Some people don't like sweetbreads, and some people don't. It's just really one's opinion. And that's the way I looked at it. I can't let that get in the way of what I can't let that get in the way of what hang on, make sure I'm reading this right. I can't let that get in the way of what I'm trying to do. I'm thinking that's what he basically was just saying. I can't let that get in the way of my mission in so many words. I think that's what he was trying to say. You famously had this sort of one-sided feud with Anthony Bourdain, who frequently called you out for just being a TV chef and not a real cook, but you did eventually become friends. What do you remember about getting to know him and watching him change his opinion of you? Well, basically, I called him out because there was a lot of talk about me from him, and then we were finally face to face, and it was just like, hey, Tony, you don't even know me. You haven't been to my restaurant. So I think before you keep talking, maybe you should come and eat my food. Maybe you should come to the restaurant and see how I am as a chef and a restaurateur. And he did it, and immediately stopped him when we went away, and we became friends. Exactly. That's how most of the time it works. You know, you only know what you do and do what you know, right? And let me tell you something. Like, how else was cooking going to, come out? I mean, Julia Child did television cooking, right? Well, Anthony Bourdain go up to Julia Child. Not to mention, too, Anthony Bourdain is on TV talking about food. So, like, just, bruh, come on now. I still love Anthony Bourdain, one of the greatest people of all time. Your 23-year-old son, EJ, recently took over your flagship restaurant. It's now got a tasting menu and has earned 2 Michelin stars, and congratulations on that for sure. I read that you take on some shifts as a line cook every now and then. What is it like working with and for him? Oh, we're having a blast. We planned this thing together after he did his training in Europe. I finally followed him in London and said, okay, it's time to come home. We're going to do what I've been wanting to do for 20 years. He came back, we put our brains together, our heart and soul together, and we shut down the restaurant, totally gutted it, and rebuilt it the way we both felt we wanted to rebuild it. That's something I've been wanting to do for a lot of years, even starting back at Commander's Palace, the legendary Louisiana Creole restaurant where Lagasse worked early in his career. We went from like 32 tables down to 11. Wow. Only 11 tables. My God. Reservations for that place got to be booked to the gills. My Lord. Tasting menu only in the dining room. We have the wine bar, which is a la carte. We have a great wine program, great cocktail program. I believe it's some of the best service in the South, if not the country. And then he and I work together, but he and the chef de cuisine, Emily Van Dyke, are basically running the show. I'm sort of like the coach, or they'll stick me in the company station, or they'll just say, why don't you just go hang out here? The flagship is really my love. 36 years old, and we're still evolving. That's a really good feeling. Now having EJ at the helm with our chef de cuisine, we got a great team that he's put together. It's really great to see with these young people how dedicated and passionate they are. So that is the story there of Emeril Lagasse. Thank y'all for indulging me with this. I mean, sincerely, I hope I get to meet Emeril one day. And, you know, I guess in a way, Emeril inspires me, you know what I mean, with my personality of how exaggerated I am sometimes. But also, too, he connects to people through food. I connect to people through conversation. And there's nothing like a mouth being full of good food and being able to have good conversation. So, Emeril Lagasse, thank you for all that you have done, all that you are doing, all that you will continue to do. And then we're bringing back Emeril live. Bray, and MM. Okay, we're doing that. We're not getting in the industry, damn it. Okay, it's been far too long. We're not doing it on Food Network. We're doing it in prime time. Damn it. Hell. All right, moving on. Love you, Emeril, as always, brother. All right, y'all. More Brainley's Virtual Tour Live coming up right from the space right here and right now. Check this out from neon.reviewjournal.com. Here we go. And shout out to Screamscape, because this is where I got it from originally. Take a ride with a witch in Sphere's Wizard 2.0. If you're thinking the Wizard of Oz at the Sphere takes you on a ride now, wait until the 2.0 version, a new ride experience with a witch character. Well, is it the good witch or the bad witch, right? It's being developed for the upgraded Wizard production in September, and fans of Winged Monkeys will also be encouraged by the show's upcoming enhancements. We'll have some fun modification and additions that we'll make for 2.0, including that you're going to go for a ride with a witch and new kinds of flying monkey Sphere. Entertainment Chair and CEO Jim Dolan said Thursday on the company's quarterly earnings call. I think you're going to see that the product remains robust in its demand. The product has been performing well even during an expected dip in summer business. Dolan said Woz, or Wizard of Oz, or Woes rather, Wizard of Oz, could well follow the endurance example set by Cirque O at Bellagio. That production has sold more tickets than any single residency production in history. 20.2 million is the latest count. It still reportedly sells at about 95%. That's pretty much a ladies and gentlemen. Woes, in the meantime, runs multiple times daily and has sold nearly 3.6 million tickets, generating approximately $450 million in revenue. Now that's huge, because for a while they were not making any money with the Sphere at all. The production's 1-year anniversary is August 28th. The show is performing very well. It is subject to, as basically everything in Vegas is, to seasonality. seasonality rather. We're in the middle of summer, which is definitely below season 4. It's still doing very well, though. So I anticipate we can run the Wizard of Oz for a long time, do very well with it. If you look at the show in Las Vegas, which has been running for now over 30 years, it does seem like the appetite for that show has really diminished at all there, rather. Dolan put an ambitious lifespan on Wizard of Oz. I think that Wizard of Oz could easily go for 10 years. He said playing at other spheres, occasionally playing in Vegas, etc. Dolan also sharpened the opening timeline for the Rocky Picture Horror Show, which we'll talk about at times with the Wizard of Oz. The exec likes the demographic range covered by the combination. Our plans really are to come out with a new version of the Wizard of Oz sometime, we hope, in September. And then, of course, in March to add in Rocky Horror Picture Show, which will give us the ability to service fans in the daytime and then a more adult audience in the evening. No one said I think that's going to work very well. Spirit Experiences is turning around theatrical productions much more swiftly than during the Postcard from Earth and Wizard of Oz development periods. Wizard of Oz really took 2 years to make. Rocky Horror Picture Show is going to take less than 12 months. He said we're getting better at it, particularly when it comes to the use of AI, the production techniques that we developed for the Wizard of Oz. Don't reiterate that Sphere Entertainment Productions will run across multiple spheres. The company has a 6,000 capacity sphere opening in National Harbor near Washington, D.C. by 2030. Construction beginning next year, 2027. The 20,000 capacity sphere opens on Yas Island between Yas Mall. Shout out to Simba, Dala, and the family. Yas, that meme. If you haven't seen it, it's hilarious. Or in the words of Grinch, fabulous. Which I took, fabulous and made it hilarious. But moving on. SeaWorld Abu Dhabi in 2020. Rocky Horror is the company's most adventurous project yet. A low-budget parody musical that grew to international phenomenon with showings at smart art houses. Look at the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I think it's going to be a smash. Just take a step to the left. Dolan said it's a little like movie theaters in a way, in that the content fits the daytime and what you're showing for it. Nobody in Abu Dhabi has seen Rocky Picture Horror Show. I'm wondering how they're going to like that. As we're saying, with everything else in the sphere, we want to be in that audience. So that is everything there. I think that this is a good idea for them to be able to have a experience for daytime and nighttime. The biggest thing is you don't want to be so locked in. Now, listen, the O at Bellagio, like Jim Dolan said, has been there for 30 years. Personally, I think turning the sphere into Club Sphere and making it like a club environment, I think will be cool. You can have chill zones where people don't want to, get up and go dancing. That's cool. You can have a DJ inside the sphere with the 6,000 seats, and you can do fog and projections and all that type of stuff. I think doing Club Sphere will actually make them a lot more money. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So that's my take on that. All right, y'all. More Brainley's virtual tour live coming up right from the space right here and right now. So InvestFest, right? InvestFest is on the way. Let's see here. Let me go back here. So I want y'all to hear this because I think this is really important here. So here we go, y'all. So as you guys know, the guys from Earn Your Leisure were on the Breakfast Club a while back, and I didn't really say anything about this destination because I felt like I just needed more information, right? I just needed more info here. Hang on. I hate when they auto play automatically. There we go. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. All right, here we go. Stop it. Instagram.
All right, the other day, and I was thinking, do you just keep it in Atlanta, kind of like how Essence just keeps it in New Orleans? Like, is it just one thing that it always stays there, or do you say, we take it to another city?
Its home has been Atlanta for obviously for the 6 years. We flirted with the idea just because the lack of support that we've gotten from the city of Atlanta. has been, something that has been puzzling. But we come from grassroots, so we know how to build things from the ground up, get help from, our partners and people in the world of business that have helped support the event. It's the epicenter of Black culture, of Black business, of Black entrepreneurship. We had a large fan base there and a large support base there. So it was like, all right, let's do it there year one. 4,300 people. All right, well, now we have partners that are from Atlanta. Our other partner, Mike, lives in Atlanta. It makes sense to just keep it there. And now it feels like it's part of the city, right? Like in the 90s, it was different types of events that were synonymous with Atlanta, right?
Freaknik. You saying Troy? I know you're married, but damn.
Come on, let's stay together. Let's stay together, man. Come on, right? And so now we got the idea and opportunity to bring a new event there and stay there. And hopefully it does stay there. I mean, that's the idea because it is a central location for a lot.
Thinking about InvestFest the other day, and I was thinking,
right? So yeah, it has all the things that would be beneficial to be in a city to have that type of event.
But it can move. It could definitely. To answer your question, Essence is locked in with the city of New Orleans, so Atlanta is home for now.
So what is Atlanta not doing to make sure they're comfortable? Because like you said, Essence knows what Essence Festival. Well, I should say New Orleans knows what Essence Festival does for that market, right? It brings millions and millions of business, not just there, but to hotels, to restaurants, and so does InvestFest.
$100 million at least.
Yeah, so
I saw that online.
Let's talk about that.
According to ChatGPT, Atlanta's done nothing for us, and it's an unfortunate situation, but it's one of these things. I think a lot of times when you're a Black entrepreneur, a lot of things are just expected, like, oh, you got it, like, you good, or and it's like if somebody else would come, like a Forbes or somebody like that, then they would roll out the red carpet and do everything. But
right, so yeah, it has all the things.
Y'all asked the city for it, they've said no to.
I mean, it's just a matter when you work. So all right, this is good education, because it's like when you work with a city, there's a budget and there's different things that they can do.
Subsidies, municipalities.
So they can help put up billboards. They can help be a liaison with the center. They can help with the police force. They can help with the budget. They can help with
transportation.
They can help with rooms at hotels. They can help with so many different things, and that's what happens when a lot of these events they have like bidding wars between different cities, and it's like okay, like we know what this economic impact is. Like you said, $100 million. That's what ChatGPT had estimated, based off of
Now here's the thing, right? It's one thing to utilize ChatGPT as a jump off point, but not the main point. As you guys know, with BFP Imaginary and myself, Phil Florenton, we utilize AI because none of us are wealthy to be able to go out here and to try any of the things that we pitch to y'all. So we utilize AI visuals to showcase what we're trying to convey to y'all. But you should always go to an accounting firm, because AI is only going to regurgitate what you put into it. Moving on.
Everything, the amount of people that we have, and then the vendors that come into play too. So it's a whole economic empowerment. Like we talk about economic empowerment, that's really economic empowerment on so many different levels, not even mentioning the pitch competition. So I'm not 100% sure why Atlanta has not done anything, but we came into this independent, we put our own money up. It costs $4 million to run InvestFest, and we get a minimal amount of sponsorships. That's another issue that we can talk about if you want, but to me that's concerning, because it's 25,000 people that come. It's one of the largest events in the world when it comes to business.
Y'all asked the city for it, they've said no to.
They would have at least 100 different sponsors in every single bank and every single credit card company, but we gotta,
it's because y'all Black. They understand financial literacy conferences when it comes to white people. When it's a Black event, they like,
and it's past the proof of concept stage.
Absolutely.
Right? Like we in year 6, we had over 70,000 people last year, and you're talking about large corporations that are headquartered in the city of Atlanta, right? You're talking about Delta, which headquarters are in Atlanta. We're in a Coca-Cola venue. Coca-Cola is not part of the event. You're talking about Home Depot, right? Arthur Blank owns the stadium, right? All these companies.
Have you spoken to those people of Coca-Cola?
We've reached out to everybody, right? And it's the same thing, to a point where they had competitors saying, like, we want to be a part of it. So, and that's the thing, like, you're in a Coca-Cola venue, you can't have any other company, right? So when Pepsi says, hey, PepsiCo wants to reach out, well, we're in their venue, so we can't really, affiliate with that. So you just start looking at the space and you're wondering, like, how is this happening, right? Are we missing something? And so the thing is, like I said, with grassroots, we know how to build, right? We know the importance of it, so we just keep going. But yeah, man, it becomes frustrating and it becomes puzzling, because you want to continue the thing. You obviously see the vision, you see the people that it's helping, but when there's a lack of support from corporations and from the city, it's like, all right, how many times are we gonna have to just keep climbing this mountain before somebody realizes the value there?
So there it is there. Now, this is what the mayor had to say.
I mean,
right.
About investment.
No matter what substantive conversation they want to have, you ain't got to go to New York radio to talk about ATL. Like that sound backwards. And then if you think you trying to start a bidding war, everything in New York costs 3 times as much. And InvestFest is 25,000 people. 20,000 of them live in Atlanta or Metro Atlanta, so they don't use a hotel room, they don't rent a car and all that kind of stuff. So you want to think that your target audience, which is Black folks of success and of note, it's Atlanta. So let's lock in on what a future looks like. Let's come up with a community benefits package, because I ain't just You charge a lot for people to go to Invest Fest. So if you want to get city support in that, let's talk about what actually supports the city. And I have great conversations with everybody.
So that's what the mayor had to say, right?
Especially right.
So right here, this is from Blessed Little Bungalow on Threads. And by the way, face card is beautiful, looking like an older Haley Bailey. Indeed. As an Atlanta resident and someone that has attended Earn Your Leisure's Invest Fest 3 times and has a ticket for this year, this national interview felt irresponsible and oozed entitlement. Atlanta has its issues, but supporting Black businesses is not one of them. I'm pretty sure they actually reached out to Andre for Atlanta and applied specific initiatives through the city of Atlanta, Georgia. During these 6 years, they'll see different results. I do agree with that. Closed mouths don't get fed. Tony Rapley, also on Threads, people are out here discussing whether the city of Atlanta should support Invest Fest. I love for the focus to be on how Earn Your Leisure has given and continues to give grifters a platform to prey on the underserved and uninformed. Child, there are some Earn Your Leisure expose videos on YouTube that buddy. Moving on. It's Nikki Glaington on Instagram here. We have one of the most approachable administrations in Atlanta. They generally enjoy hosting events that bring people an opportunity to our city. If you have an initiative, you try to get across the finish line. There are plenty of people willing to make a call and help open the right doors. That's especially true for something like Invest Fest. I am Tala Wajid. No Atlanta corporate sponsors. Could there be? Because there's less than 90% dancing, singing, and entertainment in a building full of Black people. Tens of thousands of Black men and women come looking to learn financial literacy, gain tools, and knowledge to uplift themselves and communities. That behavior is not celebrated or supported by a lot of corporations. Dre Slays, to this day, I still don't know what the actual vision of Invest Fest is. It just seems like a conference about lecturing people to invest. I've known people who've gone there, and it just felt like a network marketing event, rather, where you just talk to a bunch of people and then you just leave. I asked him what they learned, and they just can never describe it. I wanted to go twice and then just gave up because it felt like what I just described. Lavish Lay says, what do they want Atlanta to do? What exactly does Invest Fest bring to Atlanta City isn't already do for themselves? Black Ellie Woods, shout out to the new Legally Blonde series on Amazon. Looks like it's doing really well from what I've seen. I didn't hear a direct answer to Lauren's question. What had they asked the city of Atlanta for that the city said no to? Was he saying that they asked the city for all those things he listed? Sounds like he was saying the city could help, but not that they explicitly asked the city for those things. I've heard the point about private sponsors, but I'm asking about the city. And then right here, Corey English for ATL, Earn Your Leisure, Chief of Staff to the Mayor of Atlanta here. There are plenty of ways to have a meaningful conversation about Atlanta. Going on one of the nation's most influential platforms to criticize one of the nation's most influential cities isn't one of them. Let's talk. Now, I gotta be real. For the Chief of Staff to say, hold on a second. You going over to a Black platform to talk about a Black city that allows you to have your event in our city, that ain't good look. Because if we didn't support you, we would have just said no. Let's see here. Dr. Boyce Watkins of Dr. Boyce Finance. And we never hold the all-Black national convention in the same city. We move every year. Okay, I would say to Dr. Boyce Finance, you probably are able to move every year because you have infrastructure for that. You probably have a infrastructure, right, for that. So here's the thing, right? And this is why I think about this truly. Right now, we heard 25,000 people, right? So I typed in a question. Okay. Just typed in a question. And I just want y'all to see this, right? right here. Okay, right here. In its 30th year running, the festival brought 250,000 people to New Orleans, Louisiana. So the Essence Festival of Culture actually beat out Invest Fest. When you think about 25,000 people, and let me just pull up some stadium real quick here. So right here, State Farm Arena has, right? And this is not to reduce Invest Fest at all, but we're talking about context, conjecture, and connection here. The State Farm Arena has capacity of 16,888 people. So you have a little bit more people at Invest Fest than at the State Farm Arena. Now that is an event, but it's not a fest. Okay. So I think what needs to happen now is that Earn Your Leisure may need to figure out, okay, if we're talking about Invest Fest, then let's have a invest real estate section. Let's have a invest consumer packaged goods section. Let's have an invest technology section. If you want to do it like a state fair exhibition where you have different divisions of business and you have invest in this, that, and the third, people can go to those zones and do the brand activations in those zones, and then you have the main stage. Maybe y'all might need an Invest Fest director. Actually, let me go to Earn Your Leisure and see if they have any jobs open. Now, like I said, they may not have any jobs open, but I just want to see, right? Because I would think that if you're going on the Breakfast Club, right, that you would potentially have some job openings, right? Now, I'm looking at their website here, not seeing job postings, so I'm gonna do this here. We'll go LinkedIn here. No, there's no jobs. Okay. All right, so there's no jobs on LinkedIn either. Okay. But yeah, that's what I would kind of think of that, you know, if you guys really are wanting more for InvestFest, that maybe you guys hire a brand director for InvestFest. And you, first of all, you got to give them creative control. I don't know how, you know, Earn Your Leisure is about control or not, but if you want something different, then you have to allow something different to happen. And like I said, if 20,000 people live in Atlanta, only about 5,000 people, you know, are coming in. I mean, are you making any money at that point? And that's no shade, right? Like 25,000 people is a lot of people. Please don't get it wrong, right? But it's just, in the words of Phaedra Parks, something the buttermilk ain't clean. Shout out to Phaedra Parks. We're going to talk about Housewives tonight and the finale and everything in between, Charlie. Yes, that's my take on InvestFest, everybody. All right. Now, finally, y'all, now this is something new. Saw this morning, and I was like, okay, I definitely want to add this to the show. So we're going to talk about Joe Jackson. Now, personally, I think that trailer of, you know, the Joe Jackson movie that Drewski did, I think this might have triggered it, but let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right, here we go. So right here from MediaTakeout.com, exclusive new Joe Jackson miniseries will change your views on him. Details. Okay, here we go. Joe Jackson Rehabilitation Project. Now, if somebody's rehabilitating, that usually means that they're alive. Well, they're just, you know, they're building themselves back up, right? I feel like this would be more of a rebrand than a rehabilitation project, right? But that's neither here nor there. Son Marlon Jackson backs bombshell 8-part docuseries to paint late patriarch as a visionary trailblazer. Details. Here we go, y'all. Honey, clear off your timelines rather and grab your tea because the Jackson family legacy is about to spark one of the biggest debates in entertainment history. Media Takeout can exclusively confirm that 8-part docuseries aiming to completely overhaul the public image of late family patriarch Joe Jackson is officially in the works. Streaming platform Black Prime, which Black Prime is this platform right here. Okay, so this is Black Prime. Never really heard of them before, but this is the platform here. Black Prime is a subscription-on-demand video company that offers multicultural content to a diverse audience worldwide. You can watch as much as you want, whenever you want, without a single commercial, all for one low price, or you can choose one of our pay-per-view rental movies or other live events we will be bringing to you soon. Okay, so it's about $6.99 a month. That is a low fixed monthly fee of $6.99 a month. Back to this. Streaming platform Black Prime has teamed up directly with founding Jackson 5 member Marlon Jackson for the new multi-part series titled The Manager, the Mythology, the Legend. Now, no, I can't do that. I was going to say, now, if Drewski does this series before the Jacksons and does it as a mockumentary, well, you know, whooped Michael because he was a rambunctious child. I really whooped him because I want to be a rambunctious child because I didn't get the opportunity. I just hated Michael. Like if Drewski did the series before the Jacksons, I would actually watch it and review it like no cap, because when he dropped that trailer during the BET Awards, I'm like, Drewski, you don't get your ass whooped. Like Drewski's on the level of Nephew Tommy, where when Nephew Tommy says, this is Nephew Tommy Riley from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. It's like, I got you in real life. Okay? Wherever you are, I'm going to be at. Now, thankfully, nobody's crossed over to go on Ready to Love Get Back in Nephew Tommy. Thank God. Like, we got to say the parameters here, okay? And honey, if you thought I want to paint your beautiful wife as a canvas. One of the funniest prank phone calls ever from Nephew Tommy. And honey, if you thought you knew the story of the man who created the world's greatest musical dynasty, Marlon says it's time to rewrite the history books, allegedly. He was demonized. Marlon steps up to defense. For decades, public perception of Joe Jackson has been defined by long-standing accusations of severe discipline, strict control, and physical abuse while managing the careers of Michael, Janet, and the Jackson 5. However, sources close to the production reveal that members of the family feel Joe has been unfairly and demonized in recent media portrayals. They couldn't say Drewski's name, though, including Broadway's MJ the Musical, the Musicale, and upcoming Hollywood biopics. The Jackson family signed off for the one from Lionsgate, so why this now, right? Okay, so as you guys know, there was a whole thing with Randy Jackson being Dad Jackson's manager, and that he is a pro 47 person and everything in between. And there was a whole controversy with Dad Jackson saying some things. Oh my Lord, based on Randy's judgment, but that's neither here nor there. I wonder if Randy has anything to do with this as well, but that's neither here nor there. Now Marlon Jackson is narrating and collaborating on the development of the 8-part series to tell the other side of the story. Marlon broke his silence on the emotional project, sharing how thrilled he is to finally set the record straight. Our father's life is replete with triumphs and challenges, and we firmly believe that this series will offer a distinctive and accurate portrayal, or accurate is in the eye of the beholder, of the man behind our family, Marlon expressed. We are thrilled to share my father's indelible legacy with fans worldwide, granting them an intimate glimpse on the remarkable individual we all knew and loved. I'm sorry, like Michael gave all his fortune to his mama, so I lie you tell. Moving on, inside the Manager, the Mythology, and the Legend docuseries recap title, Manager, the Mythology, the Legend Network / Outlet Prime. format 8 episode season 1 multi-season commitment. Multi-season commitment. Oh my gosh. Drewski about be out here doing Joe the series on YouTube. Oh my God. He collaborated with Marlon Jackson, the 6th child, Joseph and Catherine, angle reframing Joe as a visionary trailblazer. According to executives at Black Prime, the series will delve into Joe's early life in Gary, Indiana, and he also has some ties to Arkansas as well, everybody, my home state. Yeah, I know. His unwavering ambition to lift his children out of poverty and the high-stakes pressure that turned a Midwestern household into global icons. A grounded reality check. Honey, let's look at this situation directly like a supportive, grounded peer, not a rigid lecturer. It is totally understandable for the children to want to honor the sacrifices and visionary drive of their father, especially when he helped launch global icons like Michael and Janet Jackson. However, balancing a father's legendary accomplishments as a manager with the real pain experience behind closed doors during those intense childhood years is a delicate line to walk. Fans and pop culture historians are already preparing for massive online debates once the first episodes air. We'll keep our notifications permanently locked to Black Prime to drop the official premiere dates and trailer drop time. So stay completely locked into Media Takeout, honey. What do you think about Marlon Jackson backing a docuseries shape his father's legacy? It's time for a new perspective, or can history not be changed? Let's talk about it in the comments below. So, and then they read. Hang on, wait a minute. Did y'all do the article twice? Y'all did do the article. What the hell, bro? Oh my God. They redid the article twice. Okay. I'm sorry. You never know what's going to happen when we're live on tour. I think that, of course, there's another side, but the question is, should there be another side when you've done so much wrong? That's the real question, right? So we shall see. When I saw this, I'm just like, what? This is happening? Okay, then. So yeah, we did that, all of that rather, in 1 hour, 43 minutes, and 33 seconds. Not too bad for a show. Not too bad. Not bad. Yes, indeed. There. Let's see if I can get y'all a positive news story. Yes, indeed. Here. Now, here's something good. It's not going to last long, but here's something good, everybody. Okay, here we go. Ray J reunites with sister Brandy, my best friend since I was born. The singer-entrepreneur shared video of siblings smiling together during a reunion in Atlanta, calling Brandy his best friend since I was born. Alongside the clip, Ray J wrote, "In ATL, my best friend since I was born. At Brandy, love you for life, even in my afterlife. Thank you for everything." Brandy quickly returned the love in the comments. Ryan, love you, bro. After that press video, I've come to the conclusion that Brandy and Ray J are more alike than we originally thought, and that's okay. LOL, glad that they've reunited. So let's see this, everybody. Here we go.
Look who it is. Up here with a Band-Aid on.
Yes, for shits and giggles.
What is going on? I don't even know. I don't even want to know. But just for
shits and giggles.
But I just love this guy.
Now that was nice. That was very, very nice. Right here, the thing is, she does love him, but when he messes up, she keeps her distance. Brandy has been trying to get Ray J to hold himself accountable for his actions and never stuck. That's true. He's her spoiled little brother. No matter how many times they fall, their bond is strong. The one thing I can say is that he loves his sister out loud. That is true. Reunites their brother and sister around each other all the time. You've always been right here by my side. I'll call you my best friend, Brandy V. A surprise visit from her brother. I wish they did an album or tour together. Let's not wish that buffoonery upon Black Cinderella Brandy. Thank you very much. Y'all, I'm gonna turn off my camera now because we done the whole show for an hour. Yes, we have, y'all. Y'all, that's it for the show. I thank y'all for being here. Another great show. I'm not gonna lie, finding the destinations for this one was a little bit difficult, but of course, as you guys know, I know how to keep up with things. Like I said, tonight, Roll up. We're talking about the season finale aired last night. We got some things to get into with them. And then, of course, tonight, we're going to be talking about a story. I was waiting for a statement from somebody. And that person did not want to provide a statement, but they were appreciative that I did reach out and was very thoughtful in my note, because the destination rather that we're going to be talking about, it's very real, and also too, this person is connected to a particular company, so we'll get to that at 8:30. But when I bring that company up, just know I like to do the right thing by people, especially if I know them. Now, if I don't know them, I will always do my best to do the right thing by being thorough in my research, because it doesn't make any sense to talk about things and not have the full totality of a story, right? So, and with that being said, one love, much love, all love. I feel the love and send it right back to you. And yeah, I'll see you guys back here tonight at 6 p.m. for Roll, and then at 8:30 we're talking about David Clough. Child, wait till you hear about this one. Jesus. All right, love you all. Bye-bye. Peace.
I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now, they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now, they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you.
Come with me if you want to live a more delicious life.
Oh, maybe we should get in the van.
In this world, we don't get to control much. The past, male pattern baldness.
Leggies.
Got one right now. The urge to puff that bubble wrap. But there is one thing we do get to choose every single day: what we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. We have everything you want, didn't know you wanted, and some things you didn't know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
I've been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content.
Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.